Sorry, the lack of light on my non-spoiler free review was definitely ruining the green screen. But let's talk about this film because there's a lot to unpack. So, as you guys know, this is my spoiler review for Obsession. So, if you guys haven't seen Obsession, I highly recommend you leave this review immediately. You have been warned. So, I just want to say off the bat that, again, like I said in my regular review, this thing left me on the edge of my seat. That wasn't a lie. I was nowhere near a lie. Um, I was chilled to my core by this film. I'm seeing it again, if that says anything. It is beyond words one of the weirdest and most scary films I have ever seen in my life. And it takes a lot for me to be genuinely terrified by a film. I felt uncomfortable, I felt bothered, and that doesn't even begin to describe the experience I felt with Obsession. So, as you see in the trailer, he makes this wish. This woman is now infatuated with him, like never wants to leave his side. And there's things in the beginning that are very like telling that this person really isn't like there at all. Like it's like the person is trapped. This girl, the real her, is trapped inside her mind. Like the minute he makes this Willow wish, you can obviously tell that this is not her, and she is kind of just infatuated with him, but it's like kind of like almost like a demonic possession, but there's no demon involved. It is a spell cast over her, and she is sometimes just trying to get out. And there's many times in here where she will either be with him and they're getting busy, or there will be moments where literally she will just break out and try to kill herself. There is a moment in this film where the girl under the spell is asleep, and she breaks through and says the only way that this is going to stop is if you kill me. And it is terrifying because you kind of realize that this girl's really just trapped. She doesn't really want to be with him, and the spell is making her do these things. There's also a very uncomfortable sex scene in this film that you can tell that she is not into this at all. Like, she is pretty much just playing a part. The spell lady's not even into it. Like, you can tell like she's in control, and it makes it even more uncomfortable. And I can't really explain it more than that unless you see it. She does a lot of things to keep him away from other people. And it seems every time she tries to break a spell, like every time he tries to like break up with her, or maybe kind of just keep her at a distance, because she does creepy shit. There's a point where his cat dies in this film, and it's very upsetting, and she for some reason took the cat out of the trash and put like a bunch of candles and stuff around it and said, "I did a memorial for you, don't you love it?" And he's like, "No, go bury my cat and get it out, this is creepy." And there's a point on that he gets his lunch packed by her, and he's hanging out with his coworker, and there's a note on it that says, "How does it taste, my food critic?" And then when you flip it over, the coworker says, "What does this mean? Is this an inside joke?" And then it says, what do you think, my food critic?" Because he lied and told her, "Oh, I want to be a food critic." Literally, she cut up the cat, cooked it, and put it in his sandwich. And he was just trying to say, "Oh, it's an inside joke." There's points in this movie where you can tell this wish is too much for him, but at the same time, when he has outs, he does not take those outs. And all of this could have been avoided if he actually just asked this woman out, because she flat out asked him, "Do you have feelings for me?" And he's just flat out fumbles the bag and tells her, "No, we're just great friends, it's fine." And that's right when he makes the wish right after it, and this whole thing could have been avoided. He decides that he sneaks out to meet his coworker who's trying to get into, I think, college. And I knew something was going to happen because the angle they kept showing the driver's side window. And at this point, they realize that they're probably meant for each other, because they, like they get along. You can feel they have a connection, not like this forced thing right here. And this girl comes in, breaks the window, and smashes this woman's face on the steering wheel until there is no face left. And I was petrified when that happened, and I was just sitting here like, there was, and she's pretty much just like, oh, you know, you wanted this. This is your fault, but it's okay. We'll get rid of the body together. At the end of this film, there was a part that me and my buddy didn't realize right away, and when we realized it when we were leaving the theater, because he comes back after buying more of these wish willows, one wish willows, realizing he can't make another wish because he's already made his wish. He tries to get his buddy to make this wish, and he doesn't believe him, and he went, oh, these are fake. I wish for $1 billion, and $1 billion fall from the sky. It's, and like the only wish willow that he has left, he's trying to get her to unwish the first wish that he made. And when he comes home, the body of the lady that got smashed into the steering wheel is now scalped and just laying in a chair naked. And she is now wearing her hair and smoking cigarettes like that girl did. And she's like, why can't you just love me for me? And it's just a huge thing. And in the end is kind of crazy, in all honesty. And here's what I think. Um, it was good. It was very, very good. So the ending is pretty much the guy comes and sees that all this is going on, his friend, and gets shot in the head even after he got $1 billion. And basically, the main guy in this film locks himself in the bathroom, takes a bunch of pills, and just ends it because then she can be free of whatever she's done. But he leaves the one wish willow outside the bathroom he's hiding in, and she wishes for him to love her as much as he loves him, essentially. And it kind of works for a minute until you realize he has already drug overdosed, and she literally watches him die, and the minute that he dies, she has nothing left to live for, so she goes to kill herself. But right as she goes to kill herself, literally the spell wears off, and then she sees her dead friend, her skinned alive friend, and him drug addled in her lap. And the ending of the movie is just her not even coming to realization with what has gone on for this past however long, and the end is just her screaming and crying about what has happened. This movie is a masterpiece. It takes a lot to make me feel uncomfortable. This did a prime job of doing so. If you have not seen this film, go see it immediately. Curry Barker was also put in charge of the Texas Chainsaw reboot. He's about to cook with this, if he cooks even close to this. But let me know your guys' thoughts of Obsession in the comments down below. Thank you.